Hello everyone, my name is Mehran and welcome to another episode of The Sunday Thing. You are watching episode 28 on July 19th, 2026. I have to check the dates every time I'm making the beginning of these videos. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're having an awesome time. I hope the vibes are absolutely awesome. And let's talk about what happened this week by going a bit, probably too much, too technical, into music and music production stuff. I don't even know if I should make this video as a part of the Sunday Thing or its own dedicated video, but because this is something that is extremely exciting for me, and I kind of want to share it with, with the right audience, because this is kind of technical and probably boring for people who are not into music. But you know what? I will do my best to make it like sound fun and everything. Let me explain to you why this is super exciting. As I've mentioned in the past couple of weeks, like in the videos and everything, from the week of Monday, July the 13th onwards, my entire focus when it comes to music, when it comes to like being home and everything, is going to be on the album. I will be working exclusively on making sure that the album that I have, this album here, these are the lyrics, is done and ready in the best possible way. That's like my personal mission. Now, if you've watched the previous, like one of the previous videos that I put on the channel, on my YouTube channel, about impulse response, like plug-in software sounds versus hardware sounds, and I ran a little bit of a test, and thanks to my brother, I now have found the holy grail of sound when it comes to distortion guitar. Let me explain what I mean by that. I need my guitar and I need it to be plugged in. You don't hear anything probably. You might hear some things here. All right, now here's the situation. With the advent of technology, and like its insane rise and speed and everything, we now have the possibility of simulating the sounds that we like from our favorite bands. And one of my absolute favorite bands when it comes to metal and heavy is an American band called Iced Earth. They don't do music anymore due to a lot of different reasons, but I love their sounds. I love their sonic identity. And for years I've been trying, or I should say I had been trying, to replicate something relatively similar to that band, right? Now, I talk about this with my brother, the same brother who, by the way, gifted me this amazing guitar. And he, this morning, sent me a link to the impulse response, essentially like an audio capture of what is presumed to be the guitar sound of that band in my favorite album. So the guitar sound of Iced Earth's distortion sounds in the album Something Wicked This Way Comes. And now I have it. Now I have the patch, I have the sound. I don't think I can, because I know if I put the original songs, like the original audio from the album, the video will be weird. But just trust me when I say that this is as close as I've ever been to having like a sound that mimics my favorite band. So this sound, this is very close, extremely close to that band, to Iced Earth sound, and I love it. Can I try? I don't know if I can try this. You know what? I will try to. Let me see what I can do. I will play a few seconds of one of the songs on that album. The song is called My Own Savior, and I've transposed it to -1 because Iced Earth, this album, is E flat and my guitar is D standard, so I have to bring it down, like bring it lower 1/2 step. So I'll play like a few seconds of it. Right? And this is my sound. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna record my guitar over this so you can hear it for yourself. Right? This is me. Pardon my very bad playing. I'm just talking and playing. This is the recording. Do you hear the similarities? They're very close to each other. That means that it is going to be amazing. Like, this album is going to sound extremely heavy in all the correct ways. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, of course, I have my, I have my plugins, I have my like Trivium set. I also put this on one of my other plugins, but I also want to put it on my multi-effect, on my Line 6 as well. So if I want to record in like an analog way, in a different way, and for live shows, more on that later, I have the exact same sound. That's gonna be my plan. I don't know if it made sense. I really hope it made sense to you, because I am super excited about this. And when I get super excited, I tend to like mumble words. The idea was to find something similar to my favorite band. I have something that is basically the same thing. I have relatively the same gear in terms of like guitars and everything. And even my guitar pick, the one I use for recording, this is the guitar pick that the Iced Earth guy uses. This is, I believe it's the Clayton 1.0 bass pick. Right? And now I'm gonna put it on both my software and on my hardware, and it's going to sound amazing. So that's the whole thing. I don't know. I hope it made sense to you. Back to me in the future. Now the one thing that really, I don't know how I can put this into like coherent thoughts, but I've always struggled with sometimes severe and dramatic mood swings and mood shifts. I think everybody goes through these phases. For me, it was a bit worse like several years ago, and as time is progressing, I am getting, I'm trying to work with it. And the next mid-roll that you're going to see is going to be essentially about how I try to cope with it and how I try to make just live with this monster that I have in me. Okay, it is Monday right now. I think the video that you watched is probably for like Sunday. It was for yesterday, last night. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it. I don't know if I'm gonna edit it before or after this. But as hyped and excited and ready to go as I was in that video, I just feel completely demotivated today. And it's a very common thing that happens to me a lot of times. I just keep, ping-ponging between super high levels of motivation and everything I do sucks. I should stop making music and just focus on teaching so I might go somewhere. And right now, I am in the second camp, but I don't have a lot of time. I really don't have a lot of time. If I'm lucky, I have around a month. I have like 4 to 5 weeks to do everything in terms of recording and production, because like if I want to have a CD, if I want to have like a physical CD, or I kind of want to go for vinyl this time, I'm stupid, I don't know why, I gotta send the stuff to the publishing company and everything probably before September. And so it's sometimes it overwhelms me, sometimes it whelms me, and sometimes I just don't care. Right now I feel overwhelmed, and I kind of want to get out of this mood. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about the plan for the album. I have like the step 0 or step 1, while I am removing all of the guitar straps from all of my guitars, because we had a show a couple of weeks ago. Sound good? I hope it sounds good. All right, so let me tell you why. By the way, I just finished recording the performance song of the week, like the music part of it, and it sounds unbelievably good. I wish I could have the same kind of energy and vibe going into the album right now. My point is that in 2000, I don't remember when, 2000 and something, maybe 5, maybe 6, we released our first album. Then like around 4 years later, we released a second album, but the second album never came out on physical copy, like on a CD. Hold on. And so I really did not have to go through the timing for the publishing and everything. We just released the album digitally, and that was it. The third album, 2000 and I want to say 19 or 20, hit COVID. We did physical publishing of the CD, but I was never really able to get it out there and talk about it and do like a reveal event, things like that, which led into the fourth album, which we released last October in 2025, and I was able to do like a live show with a reveal event. It was really fun. It was really fatiguing, but it was the best kind of fatigue, right? And so for this album, not only do I have a whole lot less time, I have probably double or triple the ambition. I have crazy aspirations. I have some ridiculously like high bars of expectation from myself, knowing that, well, statistically, if I want to look at the pattern or the patterns from the year before or the years prior, if I want to look at the statistics from the past, generally speaking, it has been like the songs that I make don't make it to the like the big screen. I was never able to reach a mass audience, and probably that is by choice because, well, I'm an independent artist, and you know, getting through getting the radio plays and getting on TV and on like events, that requires a very different kind of networking and communication and all of that I don't have, and I'm happy that I don't have, because that means I can do whatever I want. But that means also, as a consequence, like not a lot of people are going to listen to the music that I make. But there might be like maybe 50, 100, 200 people. But for those 200 people, I need to put on a show. I need to make sure that the quality of the album is definitely better than the previous album. The songwriting, the lyrics, everything should be better. Otherwise, if I'm just repeating myself, I don't feel super good about it. All of that, and also the crazy heat wave that is hitting France again. And tomorrow is July 14th, and if you know your history, you know that July 14th is like the big France birthday. It's like the France National Day, fireworks and all of that, which probably is going to be a part of this week's Sunday thing too, because that is like an event I should probably go and, you know, capture a bit. So straps are removed. My plan is to clean the guitars, tune them, prepare them, the cables, the hardware, and very, very slowly start listening to the album, take notes, and just go song by song. I don't think I can, let's say, all right, let's record all of the guitars, all of the basses. I think it needs to be like each week, maybe 1 or 2 songs. The album is currently going to have 12 songs on it. That means I don't have a lot of time, but not all of the songs are ridiculously hard to record. There are 3 songs on the album. The first one, the title track, the third song, and the last song, which are like 12, 13 minutes each. And then that is gonna be an undertaking. That is gonna be a problem. I got a couple mics I need to set up, I need to test, and I just have to wait for this heat wave to go away so I can like move my fans away. I don't know if you can see behind me. There's a fan there, and there's one fan there. This fan is blowing the air out the window, and this fan is like making a convection in the room. This section is coming up super whiny. I gotta fix that. I will fix that. Now, for the last part of this week's, like the Sunday thing, the last mid-roll, I had to say goodbye to a very dear friend of mine. The microphone that comes with my camera sadly died because of what I assume to be something really, really awesome. I tried to make what I consider to be an okay-ish video, but it turned out to be a lot more better than just okay. So enjoy this mini story about how this little baby here, well, it had to die. Can you hear this? And also, can you see the rain? I'm going out. Now, since the semester is over, that means that I'm pretty much stuck at home, sitting and working, and that kind of creates a bit of a sedentary lifestyle, which is extremely unhealthy at any age. And so if it's not for the going to the gym or going shopping, I rarely go outside, specifically because of the crazy heat as well. And so once this opportunity showed itself, I said, you know what, I need to get out. I need to experience a little bit of a summer crazy thunder rain, some petrichor. For people who might not know what that word means, petrichor is like the smell of wet earth after rain. Petra as in rock, as in stone, and core as in blood. So it's like blood of earth. So kind of cool. Also check out this guy. Now, I think this is a very common thing that everybody experiences one way or another. that like your motivation levels just go up and down. Like emotional instability is not something unique to people who do music or artists. I think everybody goes through them. Everybody has those days that you say that they would tell each other like, ugh, I hate everything that I am and I represent. And then like 3 days later, you feel like you can't wait to go back to your studio and finish that project. And sometimes, more often than not, this also happens to me, and very interestingly enough, oops, look at the wind. Very interestingly enough, it happens when I've been like preparing for a long time. Like mentally, I've been preparing myself to start working. Physically, I've been preparing myself to sit long hours and work for long hours. And then like the demotivation tidal wave hits, and you're just sat there looking at nothing. You look at your screen, and like look at your guitars, look at your tools, and just ask yourself, what's the point in any of this? You see, I think I was worse, like not even a couple years ago, maybe more than that. Maybe like 10 years ago, I was so much worse than this in terms of like my mood would shift on an hourly basis. It could be, maybe, I don't know, as a part of just living alongside a very, very long set of depressive moments and people and events. Or maybe it was the matter of age. I mean, I was younger, and youth usually comes with angst and instability and uncertainty. I'm not calling myself old here. I just know that there are some things that change through time, and one of them is the fact that you accept the world and you accept the fact that everything changes. And over time, I think things got better for me. I hope it has been the case, because I have been able to finish a lot more songs than like 5, 6, 7 years ago. And also I have been able to finish an album, and now I'm working on the next one. So I think there's still room for improvement, but I can very safely observe some level of personal improvement. Now the reason I'm out here near the highway system is because I really wanted to capture the cool, ominous clouds that are towering over the sky here, because I think the thunderstorm, I think it's going to get worse. And I believe I know a place that I can shoot the crazy clouds. That's a sign. I don't know if this thing captured, but there was a thunder just now. I'm gonna try and capture a couple cool shots and then head back home. I think you can see that the wind getting crazy stormy. I like this weather a lot, and also my camera is not water resistant or waterproof, so I hope I am able to film some cool stuff. Right now it's not raining anymore, but I can definitely feel, and I'm gonna show you in a second, that something extremely wicked is headed our way. And I'm all here for it. Okay, I'm very close. I'm very close to the vantage point, and the rain, I really hope the audio is coming through okay. I've put the microphone the other way around, so hopefully. So this is what I was talking about. Are you ready? Editor me, cue epic music here. All right, I had to stop the time lapse because the rain changed into hail and my visibility is very, very limited. And this is like what's happening right now. And personally, I'm okay. It's just a matter of my camera. So I'm gonna stop filming now. Catch you back at home. So it is the day after, and sadly, as I got home and I tried to check if the camera and the microphone function properly, as you can see that I'm holding the microphone and I'm using a different microphone right now, the mic died because I think there's too much moisture and ice and water got in it, and I wasn't able to salvage it, which is a sad thing. But lucky for me, the camera is okay. I hope it is okay. This is the first video that I'm recording after yesterday. The gimbal seems to be functioning well. Let me check if it centers. It centers. Let me check if it follows me, find me, detect me. All right, the face track features are also available. Yet, as much fun as yesterday was, we had a casualty, but it's okay, it's fine. The whole point of what I was trying to do yesterday was I was trying to make this poetic statement about how there's always sunshine after the rain, because usually whenever that kind of rain happens in the city, this is the weather the day after, like super nice and super blue and all kinds of awesome. And I feel like the camera rotates a bit slower, but it rotates. The whole idea was, I was going to make this poetic statement that about whatever happens in our days, in our moods, tomorrow is always going to be better, tomorrow is always going to come, and we should just weather the rain, enjoy some rain, and just have a jolly good old time. I still stand by my message, but sadly we had a man down. Perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. This is like the microphone itself wasn't super expensive, so I ordered a new one, and hopefully, I think by the next week's Sunday thing, I should be okay for the microphone. I am using my other microphone, the one I used to use for these videos when I was using my phone to record stuff. Thankfully, they connect. So for now, things are okay. Anyway, back to me in the future to wrap this video up. And finally, let's talk about the performance song of the week. For this week, I decided to record and play Wings in a different style. Well, the original version of the song was piano orchestral thingy, and the re-release of it, the special version of it, the band version of it, was with full band. And for this, I kind of went back to the origins. I think it sounds good, as I'm learning more and more about quick but precise production. I hope this also comes across. For next week, one thing that I'm very passionately hoping for is I really hope that I can finish all of the demos for the album, since Alexandra, I think, will be back from her vacation break. And she's going to be, she's going to be a lot more busier with music as we're going to be working on the album. And Andres, my drummer, also will be with me, and he will be also listening to the album and making comments, and we're trying to see what songs we can play live, things of that nature. So expect a lot more music, even more music, and hopefully positive stuff next week. I hope you're having an awesome time. I hope you're having a great time, and more than anything else, I just wish that you are sleeping in peace and waking up in peace, just all the good vibes. I will be seeing you next week. Stay safe, stay sane, wherever you are, whenever you are. If it was possible, please do the YouTube thing and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get the channel to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. We're halfway there, and I have 400 and some change on the subscribers. Have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, night, and I will be seeing you next week. Take care and peace. She struts onto the balcony, exhales all her fears, with an origami swan in hand, murmurs dawn is near. The clocks of this world tick no more, they all await a sign. Her emerald gaze at the sky, constellations align. He tries to find her in the stars, universes sang in tunes. Sparks of light surround the world, no one's feeling the blues. He hears the songs, he reads the words, he hides her in the keys. He talks to voices in the dark, the whispers set him free. Can't you see this fragile world's on fire? You'll need your wings to fly higher than these days we desire. Close your eyes, dream a garden of roses. In the desert they will bloom. Leave them here and soar with grace. You will need your wings. Honestly, sounds good. Sounds really good. Sounds real good. It is extremely hot. You have no idea how hot it is. However, the show must go on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, see you next week.